Yeah, which language? I always have a problem in the beginning of those videos to decide in what language I do them. So I will do this one in English. Yeah, so my 10 watches, this is how it looks here in the moment. I took this shelf where I had actually in the garden. I put it in the house and I brought up the little stove again because it's getting quite chilly. I made a little stock of wood. I don't have much and I will have to make more very soon. So yeah, now I will have to adjust the stick here. I don't know if this is going to work. So just having a little walk around, sharing some thoughts. It's well, it's not early morning, but it's still morning before 10 o'clock. Now in end of October, the sun is very late on the house. It's maybe around midday, and I've got some nice sunny spots on the other side always over there. And very often, once the sun is there, I will take a cup of tea, and I have a little natural seat over there in the rocks, and I will sit and have my tea time in the sun. So yeah, I'm still here. I still have no perspective. I don't have any ideas where how I could find a new place anymore. Out of pure boredom, I started to clean up the place again. So up there now, I clean out the brush again. This were all trees I did cut maybe 2-3 years ago, and it's regrew. So now I clean it up again, and in the same time I can make some more wood for the stove. So as I said before, I don't know how long I'm gonna keep this YouTube channel, since nobody is really watching the videos and I'm not a very good videographer, or however that's called, and mostly do these videos out of pure boredom, just killing time. So what's news? It's no news really. It's only like I'm more and more, how to call the feeling, yeah, a little bit annoyed about the situation, and nothing is moving forward. Patch, stop it. Rolling in batches shit again. And honestly, the more I think about this whole new place thing, I mean, as much as I like the place, a new place like here, maybe even more isolated, there's still loads of people passing by here, the hunters and sometimes tourists. I had some motorbike, dirt bikes coming by and things like this. But I don't know anymore. Is it really a thing? Finding a new place would be nice, but then I can stay there for a while, and then the next owner has some funny ideas I don't understand and ask me to leave again. I don't know. So there always is plan B of giving the dogs away, getting rid of everything, and just taking back to the road with my backpack. The whole COVID story seems to have to calm down, so there is no more lockdowns or other oppressive measures like this. By the way, I haven't been tested once, and I'm not I'm not getting the vaccine. So for the moment, it doesn't make any it doesn't seem to have any consequences for me in my life, but I'm sure it will come. And so I must keep the thought of COVID, especially for moving around. Also, I don't really find a car. I don't really want to have a new car, but there is maybe some necessity to get a car and then maybe live in the car for a while again. Oh, I don't know. I'm out of ideas completely, and it's just, as I said in earlier videos, it's just I'm really pissed off with my actual situation, and there never is enough money to buy a decent car. I mean, I've got enough money to buy a car, but then already I will have trouble with the money for the insurance and things. And also it's the same, a bit the same feeling like with finding a new place. I don't really want a car. I don't need a car. It's only the situation why I couldn't use a car now. And yeah, so I don't know. And as I said before, I think I continue with the YouTube channel until the end of the year. But after this, I'm not sure that I continue the YouTube channel next year. It doesn't really brings me anything. Get no resonance really. Just a few people who watch my videos are probably just watching them because they are sorry for me because nobody's watching my videos. And so yeah, it looks good, the situation. I mean, I've got everything. I've got the food. I even have, since I worked a few hours, few days last summer, I still have a little security, financial security. So even if it's not enough to buy a decent car and insure it and everything, but I won't die of starvation. Another news. Oh yeah, new news. I got kicked out of Fields Insurance because of some missing paper. They say I didn't send the paper. I did send the paper, but so I know if I do anything about it, since I never used the health insurance. In nearly 25 years in France now, I've seen a doctor once, and it was a dentist, and I just heal myself always. I never go to the doctors. I haven't seen a doctor except the dentist. I haven't seen a doctor in 30 years or something. So this is just a little short update because I still have trouble uploading things over the mobile network. Just giving an update. We didn't have many mushrooms for now. Usually this is the mushroom hill, and I have plenty of I don't know what they call it in English, plenty of tasty mushrooms here. But so far, even after quite a bit of rain we had, there are no mushrooms. I done some brush cutting. I keep open the tracks just because I like it. Doing the tracks is always fun. And yeah, so that's it pretty much. So still, if you know a nice place, preferably in the Pyrenees on 1000 to 1500 meter with a well or a clear mountain stream on the land or close by, without any neighbors, with enough wood around for my fire, and for free. I mean, I found this here. Took me a time, but I found something. Just this time, I have funny feeling, like intuition or something. That, I mean, I'm not believing in any supernatural forces or gods or anything like this, but I just have this feeling that maybe I'm really best off just with my backpack and my guitar case, because I don't want to live in your society. I have to live with it because it's there, and it's, for the moment, my 90% of my food comes from there. And of course my telephone and those things, I use them, but I don't really need them. So maybe just downgrade my needs even more and choose a very simple way of life again. I mean, I don't need much. If I have a dry and warm place to sleep in, and this can be a tent and a sleeping bag without problems, and I need, for me alone, I need maybe 200 euros a month. I'm happy with it. So that I have a smartphone, and I buy tools which I only need as long as I live like this. If I stop living like this, I don't really need all that gear anymore. And yeah, I mean, in a moment I've got double as much money as I really need. And so I can permit myself to have some nice tools, or sometimes even buy a nice thing for myself. So recently I made a really good deal on pure wool blankets on Amazon, 59 euros, and they are so warm and so comfy, and it's 100% sheep wool, felt. And but otherwise I have no interests. I mean, I have interests, but I have really no desires. Well, except smoking a joint sometimes, like now, but I can't. But anyway, so yeah. Still, if there are any very social growers, generous growers out there, so I can't spend money on dope, but if anybody like to send me a bit of weed to smoke, this would be very nice. But as I say, I can't pay for it, and I won't pay for it. Uh, and yeah, so that's the state, the situation. Didn't evolve from my last video, and yeah, see you all soon.